So, good afternoon. I'm here at the Blue Kitchen. Where else? We are in Capri, which is a beautiful island in the Mediterranean Sea next to Naples. And today I'm going to do one of the, I guess, most famous spirits, liquor, we have here on the island by the whole area. So Rento, they do the same everywhere, basically. What we're doing? We are doing limoncello, of course. Many of you will know what is limoncello. It's a liquor made basically from lemons. So before everything, I'm very lucky because we have lemons on the island. So Stephanie this morning, she went to her uncle, Antonio, who has lemon trees, and she came down with beautiful lemons. The smell is fantastic. I mean, the whole day the house has been with this aroma all around. Now, it's not a difficult process, but it needs a bit of time. But you don't have to do much, actually. So I know that many of you doesn't have a lemon tree, or you don't have access to lemons. So what you do is to buy them, of course. What you're looking for is a lemon which is untreated, means it's an organic lemon. So on the surface you don't have anything. Why? Because we're gonna leave the skin with the alcohol, so the alcohol will suck, will in a way take all of these chemicals, and you don't want that. Second, because organic is always tastier, right? Easy as it sounds. Now, how do you recognize which one is the best lemon to make limoncello? Limoncello. First of all, to check if it's fresh on the market, what you want to do is to scratch a little bit the surface and check the aroma. The skin should be oily in your hands. So if it's oily, all of this oil will go in the alcohol, and that's what we're looking for. The second one, what you want to avoid is those kind of impurity, because this one will go in the lemon, in the limoncello, so it won't work well. Then some of them, they will be a little bit burned, so you will see a brighter color on one side and a darker one on the other side. It's completely natural, because lemons, they grow in a direction or another to the sun. So you will have this kind of things to watch out. What I did, for example, before, I just didn't take this part, right? That's let's say, the base to make a nice limoncello. A tasteful, a very aromatic limoncello. Now, the process, it's easy, as I said. What you need is a bit of equipment. You need a jar, which is with the cap which is sealing the jar. Otherwise, the alcohol will evaporate, and we don't want that. Then you will need a peeler. Potato peeler will do. A sharp knife will do also. Right? What we want to do to start with is to peel the lemon without cutting, without having the white part in the skin we're going to use. So really only the zest. Why? This part doesn't have anything that is useful for us. What we need is the yellow part, right? Which leaves all the oil, all the aroma. So be very careful. Do not push too much when you're peeling it. In terms of quantity, easy as it will sound. For each liter of alcohol, this one is the alcohol in some countries you can buy in the supermarket, is the 90 volume, right? The one you don't drink, the one you use for infuse or for other uses. So for each liter of alcohol, I would say I will put 10 lemons, 10 zest from the lemons. Now, as you may know, lemons, they come in sizes, right? So how you want to make it happen? This one is an half lemon, this one is 1.5, or those are two together. Let's say a size would be the regular size of lemons. So since I have 2 liters of alcohol, I'm peeling 20 lemons, roughly, right? I already did some, because I don't want to annoy you, in this process. It's very easy. I will do another one life. So you will see how easy it is to make to do this part of the process. Keep it open. Get your lemon, the brightest you can have. This one is cool. Do not push too much. Just really get. See, there is no white in the back. Really get the zest. While you are doing the aroma is fantastic. It's like, I don't know, I love lemons. You know, I put them everywhere in potatoes. When I roast, I use them for everything. It's just really, really nice. So what I'm doing is like to peel the lemon, and this is cool. It's a nice process. At the moment, I already did some, which, since I have 2 liters, as I said, there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, and a little bit more from another lemon. So basically, this is the really first stage of making limoncello. Some people will say you need to use that kind of lemon instead of the other one. Well, every part of the world, you know, citrus, they grow in a different way according to the sun, the soil, the weather, so you will have different kind of limoncello. At the end, we are very lucky because on this part of the world, we have one of the best lemons. You know, the aroma is just great, believe me. It's different from the others, of course. The taste is different. And the final result will be different. But using market lemons, not treated, I'm sure you will have a great result. So what I'm doing now, this one, and I will fill it with, I will finish to peel it, one more, I will fill it with my alcohol, and then I will let it rest for 10 days within my cupboard, so in a dark place. Why you want a dark place? Because the light, in a way, interact with the infuse inside. So it's better to keep it in a dark place. Don't be fussy about it. A cupboard, you know, your kitchen would be a perfect place to keep it. So what I'm doing is get my alcohol, fill it, and of course, I don't want to annoy you, I will finish to fill it later. Seal it properly, making sure that it's properly sealed, and keep it for 10 days. That's the really first part to make a great limoncello. Ciao! Now they've been sitting together for 10 days now, and you can see the color changed a lot. So the next process would be to prepare the syrup, which is basically water and sugar. To take this one out from here and to mix all together. So, important steps. First, the quantity we are using. We've been using 2 liters of alcohol, 22 lemons, and now I'm using 2 liters of water, I'm using this one to measure it, and 2 kilos of white sugar. I know some of you will be like, whoa, but actually to balance the alcohol you need so much sugar, so just drink less and keep it for longer. I usually prefer brown sugar than white, but here you will have an issue, which is basically the color. Limoncello has to be vibrant, it has to be very yellow. So if you're using, I've never done it actually, but if you're using brown sugar, maybe you can lose this one. And since we are using this one for the guests that will come to our cooking school here in Capri at the Blue Kitchen, so we want to keep it memorable in a way. So the first thing I'm doing, first of all, I will start to boil the water. What you will need is a big pot like this, something that you can add 2 liters of water and 2 kilos of sugar. A lid, you start to make it boil. Something like this with holes so you can pick up all the zest from the alcohol. A plate with your zest. And at the end, a funnel. I'm using this metal funnel because it's easier to clean. So we will go step by step. First of all, I will leave it for a second. I will put my 2 liters of water in my pot. Water has to be large enough. Actually, I will add a little bit more because some water will evaporate with the boiling. So let's say enough glass more. I'm doing this one because I want to create a syrup, which is water and sugar. So that's the first thing. I'll see you in a second. So the water is getting to a boil. So in the meantime, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take out the skin from our jar. If everything goes well, be careful when you do this. Wow, there is a huge, like a big smell of lemon, almost like the word is spinning. Anyway, if everything went well, our skin, they have to be pale. That means that they lost all the oils and the aromas, and that's what happened. And is pale actually. So we did a good job at this point. So while the water is boiling, it's also pretty hard. So while the water is boiling, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish it and then seal it again and waiting for the water. Okay? A dopo. So our water is boiling and we want the water boiling like this. So what I'm doing is to add the sugar bit by bit and turning it in a way that is melting properly. Do not add the sugar when the water is not boiling, so it won't melt. Okay? At this point, when it's melting, when the first one melted already, I'm adding the second one. And I'm turning, so the water will take all the sugar. Keeping the fire on. When the sugar is completely gone, we can't see any trace of it. What I will do, I will turn off the fire and let it cool down. Naturally, not fridge, nothing. Just leave it there and magic will happen. So we leave it like this. If you see, we start to boil again, and that's a good sign. Turning it is always a good idea, but I don't have any sugar left. So our syrup is ready to rest. So our syrup is completely cold. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to add to the syrup my alcohol with lemons, the one I did before. I will put all of it and I will mix it well. Such a good smell. I will give it a good stir. And let it rest for a few minutes. So after a few minutes, I'll take my funnel, my mesh, and I start to fill my bottle. I'm recycling bottle. As long as they are clean, it's fine. The color is promising, the smell looks like the one I know. I guess this limoncello will be just great. We don't want to waste any of them. So, the bottle is full. I will leave it like this for a while. The hair will come out a little bit. Then I will close it, seal it, and leave it for a couple of weeks. And then it's up to you to come to Capri for a cooking class at the Blue Kitchen and try the Capri Limoncello. Ciao!